This is their story.
What is this one? Is it peanut butter? Is it? Lots of peanut butter in the morning for breakfast.
And we're going to miss London's burning.
We got it here, didn't we?
Oh no, it's his no! Oh, look at it. I'll be back in a minute, Lau.
Every call is greeted with the same swift response. Every shout, a shout for help.
Hang on, we've got two in there already. You just stand back and wait a bit. Try to get your car on. Steve, you got your gloves? You got your gloves? Take some of them out in case someone puts their arm on it. Look, any around this cable, Steve. Where this cable's down in here, look.
The tenant has a nasty burn and is shocked and dazed.
First aid kit. Les, first aid kit. Do you want an ambulance?
No, I'm all right, honestly. I'll get my family and that sorted out.
Is he better?
Mate, outside. Get him out here.
Stevie! Here. Is he bringing him out here? Come. Carry away. How did you do it, mate?
No, well, I was changing over a little gas bottle for a cooker, and there was still gas in the old one. I didn't know because the valve was stuck. Yeah. And when I opened it up, the gas flew out. You know, I couldn't.
Air it all started.
Yeah, that's how it started.
Close your eyes on the floor,
on the door.
On the door.
Close your eyes first, just come wipe me at your face. All right.
Thank you, lads.
Stick some more of that on there, Steve.
We're just trying to see what he's done first.
It's not got nothing in it. It's made it on the door. You didn't cut it with glass, did you?
No.
You got gloves, Steve?
Might sting again.
That's all right now.
It on.
Gloves on. Right.
Just hold it on there, quite firm, it'll stop bleeding.
An ambulance is definitely coming, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm not taking it. I'm not going. I'm seriously.
Sit down for a minute.
Doesn't matter. We're going to ambulance.
You'll have a look. They'll have a look
That's
anyway.
all right. I'll go to the hospital later on once I get my family sorted out and get them somewhere else.
No one here to sort that out for you.
No, nobody at all.
Is it young
Somewhere
lady
else.
there? She's something to do with you?
That's my wife, yeah. We're going to go. I'll take her up there, family, then I'll go on to the Wellington.
You want to go and have that look at, mate?
Yeah, as soon as I get sorted out, I'll go straight up to the Wellington hospital. Right, excuse me 1 minute, lads. I'll come back in a minute here.
All this caused by an exploding camping stove. It looks a mess, but it could have been much worse.
Yeah?
That's fine. Put your arm in it so it all don't fall off.
That's it. That's lovely. Just, you've got to go to hospital, mate.
Yes, I'll go later on. Seriously, I'll be about an hour before I get off, but I'll definitely get there.
Got to go there. They've probably got an ambulance coming here. The guys probably will have a look at it and tell you, but I can say it's going to be very painful later. If you don't get here looked at, it'll become infected.
Thanks, lads.
All right, mate.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Good luck anyway. See ya.
Yeah, these guys are the best thing from sliced bread, let me tell you. They come within 5 minutes, they call, and they... Well, what can I say?
I don't know where Peter is. I want to go out. Go get me bits.
Haven't told you something, all
I don't expect this in.
right. You've been here 16 years, haven't you? No, it's getting on, so
He's showing that he's growing through his ear.
My all of them. No, actually, they're all right. Nice bunch of fellas. We'll just change around a little bit, innit?
Or any time, but they're all right.
We'll just change around a little bit.
Oh,
But, how long have I been there, man? Too long. 5 years, 6 years. I come in from another station.
Why did you come here?
Well, they didn't want him at the other station. I turned up one morning, I didn't have no gear. Nah, I just fancied a change, just come here.
Do you think a woman could do this job?
Oh, dodgy grand, man. You could say the wrong thing and, oh, you could have everybody down on you. And they're in and that's it, that's all there is to it.
Women are being introduced, and some would say the standards of the job have been dropped in order
To allow for these.
that they can become a part of us. Yeah, they can do it.
You've lost equipment that used to be heavy to handle, all ladders for instance. Some people say they're a good thing, but also they went overnight, and a lot of people say that the women were about to lift them, and they were quite heavy, aren't they?
Decisions are made, okay, and you are going to have so many percent ethnic minorities. You're going to have 7%. But that hasn't happened. We was all frightened that we was all going to get overrun by ethnic minorities. We was going to get overrun with women. And then the job would go out the window, and our status, if you like, which we're all very proud of. I mean, we'll all take the piss, but we're all very proud of it. Our firemen, and we feel that's being eroded. Because a woman joins a job because she's now allowed to, or ethnic minorities, we don't take it on them. We welcome them. All they're doing is taking advantage of the situation, and good luck to them. We don't take it on them at all.
But you spend a lot of time together. It's a very male atmosphere, isn't it? I mean, when you all have to sleep in the same dormitory at night, I mean, there are no facilities for women, are there?
No?
I've got the biggest bed. No, I don't suppose it is. I think it causes a lot of trouble at home, or some people. You know, I just you don't want too much of a change. People don't like changes today. You don't know what to expect, that's the thing, don't expect it.
What up?
Morning, mate. Sit down. We've got space on your watch. Yeah, and I've been given the person to fill the gap for you. The person concerned has been off for ages and ages and ages. And what needs to do is, having been posted to us, they've got to go through a refresher training on station. Yeah? It is unusual. You'll need to organise all the training. I should start from square one, if I were you. Find out what the person doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then fill in the gaps.
Okay.
Give her the bits and bobs, the nuts and bolts. Let her put it together. I've given you a clue. It's a young lady by the name of Carol Harrison. All right. It's a bit of a first for Kingsland. We've never had a woman work with us before. No. I've no experience of being on a watch with a woman. Have you had it? No. As I say, totally new. But I don't see an issue in that at all, really, quite frankly. The big issue is the fact that she's had this enormous gap in her career, and we've now got to sort of get her back to square one.
Yeah. That's not some debilitating disease or something?
No. Very straightforward. You couldn't get anything more straightforward in your life, really, I suppose. She's had a child. So, you know, straightforward. Yeah. That being a shout, dear boy, you'll have...
They're supposed to be gas proof, but sometimes they let by. The gas gets into them, bang, blows them up short circuits. There's no danger to anybody, so we just stand by. We've asked for the LED, they come down, the lady just walks right across it. Excuse me, not that way. You the extra. Right, fair enough, if you come, I'd rather you report to me, okay, so I know you. Well, we just wait for them to have a look at it. As soon as they say it's okay, we go.
Some days nothing goes right. The police are called but don't arrive. The electricity board are called but are delayed. There's nothing to do but watch and wait.
It looks like a big job, isn't it?
Well, they're working at it now, so...
I see. Is it from the main? But...
Yeah.
Kingsland Fire Station is in one of the poorest boroughs in the country, and so is one of the busiest stations. This shout has taken 2 hours of their time.
That's it, yeah, they're going to get their excavation team out. They've got to dig a hole and cut the cables, and they're talking about minimum 5 hours repair time. So they'll be that power for 5 hours.
Back down and down with the closing points right.
Right, as you all know, I've been here a little... No, it's not that really. You know, we're a couple of members down on the watch. So that Mr. Hinton's gone. Yeah? Yeah. He's gone, so we cut them down on the thing. We're getting a new member of the watch. Yeah. From another station.
Female.
A female. She's been off sick for a bit of time because had a baby. You're very young, know more about it than I do. And she may well be up here this afternoon for her to come in and bring her gear in and say hello. And as far as I know, she starts on the 30th of September.
I don't know whether she's still in force or whatever, about going to bed and all that. One of just not supposed to.
One, two,
and then she got to be 2 of you in the dorm, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And all that, you can sort of...
Yeah, you don't bring it into the realms of ridiculous.
Right, okay, Peter, where you go?
Well, that is the only thing that's really laid down, is that she's not allowed in any room with a firefighter on her own. Firefighter, male and female. No, not at any time, obviously you don't. A situation like that, she could easily turn around to say to you, something compromising, I don't know, and it's to protect the firefighter male as well as the firefighter. You're never allowed to be alone with her? You are allowed to be alone with her, that's what I'm saying, you don't take it to the realms of ridiculous.
But with, to be serious now, it's going to be a difficult situation for all of us. None of us have experienced it before, well, with the exception of George, he's been on the station with her. But nonetheless, I would expect everybody to be quite sensible and professional about it. I don't want any... we all know the score. We're going to mess around and have a laugh and a joke like we always do with anybody, and I don't want any of that to change. In fact, if it does change, then we'll have another meeting and I'll be asking you why it is changing.
I think it will, as it happens.
It may, nonetheless, everybody's got to be sensible about it, okay? If anybody's got any qualms or grievances about it, then let's become civil.
Oh man, you ain't going to take over the mess. I don't like getting the old washing up and all that, do I? Very well, it's all about telling me to move up and all that shit and don't leave your pants on the floor and...
Just think you're going to start using a toilet to have a wee now,
I haven't been...
No, here we go.
This is the street, this ain't no...
Peter, I'm going to get soapbox for you.
This ain't this... No, I think it's a fantastic thing. These don't agree with me. I've argued this in the past, long before the DV cameras come and all that. But, I don't know... was it a CV? CV for my promotional thing, and I quoted it as saying it was the biggest step the brigade had taken in the 90s. Did you like that? And that's it, I think it's a terrific thing. 95% of the brigade probably won't agree with me. I don't know. George does. George does. 95% of the male firefighters within the brigade think it's the wrong thing. Because it's not on, this is the 99, isn't it? Not the 1890s. Well, yeah, anyway. No, yeah, nice one. No one agrees with me. I don't know why no one agrees with me. But it is a thing I've preached in the past, and I'll preach it in the future. Right, mates? We've had bands.
First of all, welcome to Kingsland Road. Yeah. I think you'll like it here. Nice and busy. Just what I think you're looking for. Can I introduce you to Station Officer Coe,
Welcome to the station.
Who is in actual fact substantive station officer as of today, and he is your governor now on the Red Watch. His role, along with the other junior officers on that watch, will be monitoring your progress and also assisting. Of course, you're with us now to go through refresher training to get you back to the standard. To get you back to the standard of where you left off after training school, basically, yeah? As far as young Charlie's concerned, have you got that in hand?
Kind of. Well, I've got my mum to have him for the night, so I've been in touch with social services. We're trying to get him a nursery place. But those kind of things take time, but I mean, it's going to be sorted out. I mean, I don't want to be worrying about that as well as worrying about working, you know.
Sure, so yeah.
We don't want the problem of you not turning up for work one day because of you can't find somebody to look after you. Illness and things like that, that's different. We all got that problem. But, you know, just for childminding. I walked in and she's in there feeding the baby a bottle, you know, and I just couldn't take it in at first. I was completely flabbergasted. If that had been a male recruit turn up, I mean, he would have just been ridiculed. But
Did you think it was unprofessional?
it wouldn't have been something I'd have done, no.
But do you see that for women it's a special problem? They've got problems which men haven't got?
Sure, they're different. They've got, yeah, as you say, different problems. But put it round another way, I've got different problems to them. I mean, I've got young children. I've got the problems of babysitting, of people looking after children. My wife works, so I don't see their problems any greater than mine. Sure, she's got to have time off to have babies, which again, it's something, you know, it's a bit iffy, I think, all that. But as for her everyday problems, now she's got the baby, I can't see her problems any different to mine. And I don't see why she should be treated any different.
I was looking after Charlie full-time at that point, and he was going everywhere with me, so that was that, and Charlie's part of me, he's mine. I'm not ashamed of having Charlie, and so it just seemed natural, so. I was really nervous. I mean, I think I was stammering, wasn't I?
Right, this is what they like, it's the Red Watch. Carol Harrison, not recruit, I new member. And Charlie, little boy.
Charlie.
Okay?
Yes, don't say anything about him being called Charlie. I had enough stick about that.
Yeah, cup of tea.
Yeah, my cup of tea.
What's the tea?
Is that it?
Please.
Sorry.
Have a seat, then.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. How old's Charlie, Carol?
He's 3.5 months now. Is he? Sent him out already.
Sorry?
Sent him out already.
What was it like at East Hammond? I don't remember.
See, I was there for 3 tours, and then I found out I was pregnant, so I haven't really had any operational experience, put it that way.
You're going to get a lot here. It's bloody deadly lately. So quiet.
Yeah, I heard it was busy.
She commented earlier.
It's the same time.
I'll give Carol a elephant sticker for Charlie.
No.
They was as flabbergasted as I was. That's not something we do is handle babies very often. Although we all do it privately. But, you know, they soon took it in their stride and started talking to her and messing around with the baby. As if it was like a family reunion, really. Which means embarrassed.
Have a light. Don't start whinging now.
A woman has entered a man's world, and there'll be a few surprises ahead.
Quite a masculine.
If they get any water in it, don't forget they got a crew at the front, tell them.
Putting the flames out can take just seconds. The real battle starts with the smoke. Thick and suffocating, this can be the killer. They can hardly see more than a foot in front, but someone may be inside.
You were first in down there. What was it like?
Well, it wasn't a tremendous amount of fire in here at the time. I think it had mostly burnt out. It must have been bottled up for quite some time. It was just basically along this wall and round the doorway to the back there.
So what did you do?
Well, just knocked down the fire that we could see, just tried to find their way upstairs just to search, basically.
Did you know it was derelict when you came here?
It did say on the call slip that it was derelict here, but you can never sort of rule out that there'll be people in here.
Just on the lock, it's hardly anything. That's it. What happened, son?
I'll do your baby chair. I'll do your baby chair. Okay. That's it, I'll browse off, yeah.
Carol lives just minutes away. She comes already dressed for her first day as a firefighter at Kingsland.
Major.
I found it quite difficult to begin with, being around all men, just because I'd spent a year being totally surrounded by females, really. Being the whole birth experience and being around other pregnant women and other mothers, and then coming back to this. No, I've never actually sat down and thought about being in an all-male club and being the only woman in an all-male club. It's more about individual personalities and that.
I mean, the pictures of page 3 women on the lockers doesn't worry you?
No. Why should it? I mean, why should I come here and change that? I mean, they're going to be who they are. I wouldn't like them to feel that they had to change on my account, really. It doesn't bother me.
Runner's legs, though. Runner's legs.
I mean, I've never worked in the job with a woman. Sure, I was a bit concerned whether, when we would accept her, would she accept us? I mean, you know yourself, the firemen here, we're like firemen everywhere, you know, there's lots of things going on, and it's not the gentlest place in the world. Could she accept it?
She's nervous, really nervous. I'm not upset.
Extra long leggings.
Carol's struggle to become a firefighter has only just begun.
What are you laughing at, eh?
Not it. Not it at all.